If this is finding you, I truly believe that there's a reason. I think your spirit guides have led you to this moment to hear what I have to say. I have 4 different decks here. They're all different. We have a tarot deck, we have a love deck, we have an angel deck, and a spirit guide deck. And we're gonna get down to business. We're gonna figure out what's going on with your situation. I know, okay, love is obviously on your mind because out of all these decks I'm shuffling, this card came out already. Now, if you don't know what this is a love confessions deck, and they're basically 78 different cards, and they all have a confession from the love of your life, your soulmate. You know, the spirit of your soulmate can talk to you. So, okay, so here's what it says, you guys. It says, I still think about you. So the fact that it says, I still think about you, it makes me feel like we're not in connection with this person. This is someone from the past that's still on your mind. And I feel like you're wondering if you're going to ever be with them again. I think you're also wondering, like, do they still have feelings for me? Okay, shuffle this deck. I think that you're wondering, like, I keep saying 555. Big change is coming with this. And maybe it already has come. Like, maybe this person reached out to you after a very long time of not hearing from them. And so now you're confused. You're like, I thought I kind of accepted that we're not going to be together, but now that I'm hearing from them, or they pop back into my life out of nowhere, I'm confused. Like, what is the universe trying to tell me? Is the universe saying that this person really is my person? Should I, you know, put my headspace back down that road? You know, and it's almost like they came into your life when you were kind of like not even thinking of them. It's like, what's happening here? Let's pull a spirit guide card. I'm going to split the deck randomly, as you can see. Okay, there we go. Let's pull this card on top. Okay, so the spirit guide is Ditto, and it says, take a minute to ask yourself if this is what you're really wanting and why. That's actually a great question to go with this. Is this something that you're really wanting? And if the answer is yes, why? Okay, because I feel like we need to look at past behavior. What happened in the past? Did you fall in love with the idea of this person? Did you fall in love with the potential of this person? Because this is what I feel like Spirit's wanting me to bring up to you, because it's like, where are these feelings really coming from? Is this a true love connection? You need to ask yourself why you want this. What's the root of why you're wanting this? Let's pull an angel. Let's pull an angel. Okay, so we have Grace here. Grace is your angel. And it says, chill out and relax. It's good for your soul. I think some of you guys are like, you're like really eating yourself up with wondering like what to do. And I think that that's what your angels are saying. You're like, if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. There's nothing you have to do to make it happen. So I feel like your angels are almost saying like, chill out. If it's supposed to happen, it will. We'll make sure of it. You don't need to be stressing yourself out. Now, let's get some tarot cards because we're going to get down to the message. Are you going to be with this person? Let's find out, okay? I'm going to... Oh, you guys, look at this. I just split the deck, and we have the Two of Cups there, but it's in the reverse. So this, to me, first of all, the Two of Cups has to do with soulmates. This has to do with a soulmate connection, but it's in the reverse. So I just think it's interesting when we're talking about like your soulmate, and then we have the Two of Cups immediately when I split the deck, immediately. But the fact that it's in the reverse is making me feel like the timing's off. It's like perhaps this is a soulmate because the Two of Cups did come out, but it came out in the reverse. So it's like you guys can't be together right now. There's something holding you guys apart. And with the Page of Swords coming out, swords have to do with words and thoughts. It's like maybe you guys had this conversation and it's making you think all these thoughts. You're wanting clarity. You're wanting clarity. Is this someone who I'm supposed to be with? And look at that. The Eight of Wands was underneath there, but it's in the reverse. So it's almost like they came in and they came out just as quick. It's like they came in your life quick, they left your life quick. So what the heck is going on, you guys? What do we need to know here? Okay, so we do have the Fool underneath that. I do think it's time for a new beginning, but you have to decide what you're wanting and why you're wanting it, just like the spirit guide said. You know what I think? Combining all these messages from all 4 different decks, I feel like Spirit saying, chill out, relax, get your mind off of this. Stop focusing on this. Try to do things to distract your mind. Hang out with friends, find a hobby, hang out with family, read a good book, go shopping, whatever it may be, decorate your house, clean your house, do something else. And I feel like when you're in that Zen state of doing whatever that is, the answer will come to you. okay? I get that whenever I go on walks or whenever I'm cleaning my house or doing the dishes, or it's called walking meditation. It's when you do this repetitive motion that you don't have to think about, and it lets your mind kind of go into that flow state, which also happens when I'm reading tarot. I'm in that flow state. That's how I can get all this information, like boom, boom, boom. Because if you notice, I don't ever like stop my video. I'm going through straight. But that's what I feel, you guys. That's what I feel. I think there is a new beginning here, but you have to decide what you want and why you want it. You know, is this someone you actually really like for who they are? Or are you just lonely? Or is this someone who really is that great of a person like you thought? Or is it just the potential of what you think they could be like? Is this relationship amazing, or are you just falling in love with this fantasy? That's what your spirit guides want you to really know. Is this limerence, or is this the real deal? Now, if you guys have any questions, or if you want your own reading, you can definitely email me and I can set you up with a reading. I am going to be offering readings at the end of December into January. I don't normally do Zoom readings. I usually just do email readings, but for that 2-week period, I will be offering Zoom readings. They're not available yet. So if you're interested, make sure to email me towards the end of December so you can get on the books. But I will say, if any of these decks interest you, they are all available in my TikTok shop. But when they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to be making any more. So let me just rephrase all the decks that I used today. This is my angel deck. There are 44 different cards. These are all angels that I saw in 24 hours. They showed me what they look like. They told me their name and their message for humanity. I love this deck. You don't need to know how to read. It tells you right on the deck what it means. Okay, and then we have the spirit guide deck, which is the same concept. These are also 44 spirit guides that I saw. These are a lot different than the angel deck. The angel deck is very like, oh my gosh, these are beautiful angels, like very powerful. The spirit guides are people, like spirit guides, they used to be human. They used to live on earth at one point. So they look much more normal, right? And their messages are a little bit more down to earth, but sometimes that's what we need, right? Like this one, truly, and it says love can conquer anything. You guys, that's another interesting one to pull, because it's like, you know, if this really is the love of your life, it'll happen. So then, speaking of love, we have the Love Confessions deck. And again, this is a deck, it's 78 different cards. They all have messages from your soulmate. So this is really good to do in love readings when you're needing a little bit more information to pull from. This one says, being with you brings out the best in me. I feel like I can truly be myself. This one says, I'm sorry for the distance I created between us. I've missed our connection more than I can express. So they're all different. I love using this in whenever I'm doing, you know, any kind of love reading, just to enhance the reading. And then we have the tarot deck. I designed this and made this one myself, okay? So it is your classic tarot deck, but they feature angels on the beach. I love the beach so much, you guys. So I was like, I love angels too, so let's put angels on the beach. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. The star card. Look at this angel on the beach. In divine timing. That's what I'm hearing. In divine timing, you will be together. In divine timing. So this, you know, these are all available in my TikTok shop. Don't wait, because the holidays are coming up. If you know someone who might want a deck, it's always fun to get a new deck around the holidays, or just, you know, in general. These will be waiting for you there, okay? And let me know what type of readings you guys want to hear, and I will try to do my best to get out as many readings as I can, because I know with it being the end of the year, we want to know what can we expect to wrap up this year, and what can we expect to usher into the new year. And this is like my busiest time of the year. So let me know what kind of readings you guys want, and I will try to accommodate as many as I can. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.